Good energy starting. Whoops. It's a good time when you're just letting him trot on that long rein to think about your channel, where both of your shoulders, both of your elbows, both of your knees, both of your legs. You look pretty straight coming at the camera right there. Don't let your knee bend anymore and keep that foot a little bit underneath you. Now, so you've got, different horses you ride with different necessary positions, and you want to make sure with this guy you don't let your lower leg go back any farther, which you do need on the Arab.
Over. Good boy. Yeah, I can feel both legs creaking back.
So you're going to think of opening the knee, pushing your foot a little forward, relaxing the point of your knee that's up along the thigh block, and let your weight of your head weight and your hip and your torso drop down the back of your hamstring and down the back of your calf. That's better.
Over. Boy.
So I don't mind the long rein trot at all, but you want to have your reins short enough, even though you don't tell them anything with them, that your hands aren't like picking up so high or having to go left and right so much. So you can let him be as long as he needs to be to warm up, but your reins shouldn't be at the buckle. You can always put your hand forward if you want him to have more space. That's right.
Okay. Good safety tip.
Yes. Good. So the knee open and the foot forward. Good. Your shoulders are nicely over your hip. He looks fine. Good. Bringing a little bit your hip forward and under you, just a tad on him. Remember, that's another difference of where your pelvis and how light your seat needs to be on the other guy, and how much more influential your seat needs to be on this guy. That's very nice.
Okay. Well, I'm really exaggerating
Yeah, that's quite good there.
Okay.
And not on the other one, though. This one only.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to use your foot and your heel right now, it shouldn't swing back towards his tail to put your leg on. It should go inward, not backward. Good.
Okay. Well, that's going to be the lesson of the day.
Think about lowering your tailbone and raising your pubic bone, and that will help you roll your foot forward. Especially if it's cold and your hip flexors are tight, that's probably a little bit why your lower leg wants to go back and your butt wants to go out behind you.
Thank you.
All right, so start to ask some questions with this good forward energy he wants to give you. That's good. All right, when you went past me the last time, it stopped tracking. He's not looking at you. Come back, and it's looking at your friend. Hi.
Oh, I turned it the wrong way.
There you go. Good. Yeah. Okay, that's better with your legs. That's right. Elbows are good. Moving your fingers, keeping your wrist loose like a rubber donut. That's better. Try to relax that knee and thigh, but this is better. Let your lower back open and close. Let your belly button move up and down in the sitting trot. There you go. There you go. Very pretty. Good, Karen. Good. All right, you're getting plugged in there. Lower tailbone, raising pubic bone. That's it. Nice. Wow, that's a big trot you're sitting now. Good. Okay, I love that. How's that feel?
Very good, but I'm tired.
Yeah, well, it's hard work. If you feel like when you start to get tired, push through it a few more 10 steps or something. But if you start to pinch and hold because you're starting to get tired, then it's not useful to push through. You have to rise a few strides or walk 5 seconds, or remember, repetition is better than trying to stick with it a long, long time. Good. A little more flexion, right? A little more bend. This direction. Yeah, good. That's right. Keep him off the right leg, into the left rounding rein. Don't forget to tip your left wrist, thumb toward the bit ring. Your left rein maybe could be a little shorter so it's not back and down trying to find equality. Good. Good. So go rising again, but don't let the trot get bigger. I feel like you're sitting it quite well, but if you make him a little bit rounder, his back is going to come up. It'll also make it easier to sit on. So you have to create a good place to sit with the bridge of his back. So ask him to just be a little softer in the right rein, a little more round through the left rein. There you go. That's right. Now give. Now sit away from your hand. Good job. There. That's better. That's nice. Open the hip flexors, low seat bone. No problem. Yeah, but that's actually quite a bit bigger and more forward trot that you sat, I think, quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just feel really good.
I'm glad you had him maintained.
What's that?
I'm glad you got his maintenance done.
Is it tracking?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks really comfortable and good.
So where we
left off is you were
helping
helping me rock
the
them to
Canner
walk.
Uh-huh. Making smaller walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Think he's ready for that?
Well, let's canter first. So before we canter, let's use this forward energy to shorten him just a little bit in some of these walk trot transitions. Rocking his weight back over the right hind leg, making it think a little smaller, no more neck bend. Don't want that right shoulder falling out. Sit up. No more neck, right rein. Flex him right and kick him with the right leg and say, don't fall out. Forward. Good. Elbows. Good. Slow your seat down. Make that's better. Okay. And now the flexion and then the depart.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yep.
Now listen.
So right rein is your speed control. Right rein is, yes, that was very well prepared with the right rein half halt. Good. Now, don't let your right leg stay back all the way. Sit down on the right hip and the right hock. Good. Now move your arms. It's very collected, but it needs actually a little less collection.
Little more
There.
rain.
A little more movement of your seat.
Okay.
A little more arm movement. That was very collected canter. So, but almost a little labored looking. It was quite sitting, but needed to be a little more fluid.
Yeah, he was heavy.
Yeah. Good.
I was not sitting back.
So sit on your left seat bone, left shoulder back. Good job. Keep your head right in the middle of his neck. He bends, you don't. Yeah. Good. So if he's heavy on the right rein, you'll have to go a little more forward first, but then you'll need to do a little supple release with the right arm so that he doesn't just sort of rely and lean on you to stay in his shape. You ask him and then you release it to say, okay, your head and neck's not going to fall off if I let go of the right rein. Yeah. Shoulders and hip. Move your knees, let your knees relax so that you don't there you go. Slow his shoulders down with your knee. Good. Good. Good arms.
Whoops, I just went to take a supple inside.
Yeah, so if you feel like that was better, but if he's still a little bit labored, make sure you add your leg before you add the bridle. So that you end up on the positive side of power, because the rein is, also the brake pedal, and they're going to tend to do that a little bit more on the stiff side than the hollow side. Shoulders open. Don't fix it by bending his neck left. That's what stops him too much. Yeah, see, and then his shoulder pops out to the right, and then you're stuck. Keep him straight with the right reining leg. Wait. Better. Good. Now steer with the right rein to the left. Don't pull on the left rein. That's it. Don't ride so close to the camera because then it stops. I stop seeing you. Better. Good seat. Okay, now that's plenty big. Now you regulate, keep the freshness of the canter, and check and release on the right rein while you flex left, but don't pull and bend left. Better with your seat. And sit open, a little shoulder right, shoulder back more. That was better. Now half halt and put your feet forward and don't go for a water skiing ride right here.
Come. Go forward.
Good. Okay. So the energy was, clearly better that time, but then he kind of took over. We don't want him to get on the forehand for a million reasons. So you need to think about finding some middle ground. The energy that you had with that canter, but a little better balance, so it's a little more uphill.
Okay. I gotta take my vest off.
What's the temperature?
40.
40.
Oh. It's chilly, but not when you're riding.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get my. I like this vest because I can keep my phone in the chest pocket, but I'm too hot. It's affecting my breathing. Well, I'm so happy. He just feels really good.
Mm-hmm. He looks good. He had maybe a funny step after his last canter left, but then he got fine again.
Okay.
Another reason not to let him plow onto the forehand.
Okay.
Right. And you can feel that the same thing in the canter when you're sitting well and you're plugged in with your tailbone lower. Your feet are automatically more underneath the center of gravity and not behind you. And when they get behind you, your shoulder's also going to tip forward. Good. Now make a note of that and say, slow down with my left rein. There you go. Now give. Supple and release. But keep the left. Yeah. I would bend him right and get on a circle because he's just taking you where he wants. Yes, and use it. Yes. Sit back away from your left hand. Good. Now stay on that circle and canter and do the same supple in the canter. Tuck your tailbone down under you. No, we're gonna go back and do that again. Why? Because when you asked for the canter, he straightened, ran forward, and you went with it. We know he can canter, but you have to. He's not allowed to. That was better. Not allowed to speed up the trot. If that's happening, your speed control left rein needs to be more in charge. That's right.
Okay, let's start over. He's just pulling me. Come. Walk. Yeah.
Sit back and put your feet forward. Don't beg with your shoulders forward. That's right. Good job. Use your right leg only. If he's stuck and you're using both legs, it's like you're asking him to walk in his mind through a brick wall. You want to go around the brick wall. So you bend a little and move him off of one leg and one rein, and then when he's moving, you can finish putting the channel back together. Yeah, good correction with your body. Just turn his head to the right and push your right leg on only. And now give. Let go. That's it. Good. Now don't ask for the canter until you have regained what you like and want for your balance and position and is in the trot. Do changes of direction, do a little shoulder in, do a little leg yield. Ask him to get a little shorter and a little more engaged in your trot work so that you're in charge of that. If you not have it in the trot, it's unlikely to be there in the canter. Good. Shorten your reins. Stay in rising. Change direction. Make some serpentines. Do some things that keeps him participating and listening and waiting for you. Yes. Good. No more neck bend. Change direction again already. Elbows and shoulders. Correct. Now turn right again. And yes. Now turn left again. Sit back. Yes, right. Ask him questions that makes his body, the exercise, help your cause. That's not just your aid in your body. Good job. Now you sit up and canter. Right leg forward. Good. Better. Now sit. Okay, so I'm the left lead, but ride the counter canter. Bend him right anyways. Right leg back because you're on the left lead. There. Sit. Good. Better. So, like, it didn't matter to me that he made a mistake and got the wrong lead. And then you do something useful with it. Shoulder back, right leg on, well done. Sit. Okay. I kind of liked that last little canter. What was wrong there?
He felt like he was twisted in his body.
Okay. I couldn't see that from here. Right, good. Shoulders and hips. Very nice. Now, this is a nice canter. Sit back and feel and move your seat. Other girl. There. Very good. That's it. Now, before he gets long, make the bend. Good. Now, right rein half halt. Okay. So, did you ask him to halt there?
No. I think I got strong, too strong in my aid, and stopped riding with my feet.
Yeah, I think that halt lasted too long because the transition onto the change of direction was quite nice, but then it just kept going into the halt kind of unnecessarily. So make sure you're giving your aid and taking it away. Trust it a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like he had given the ship the balance yet. So I didn't let go. So that's what happened there.
So, I mean, think about it mathematically. If you're taking on the rein in the half halt or whatever, he's not going to get lighter. He's only going to get lighter when you let go of it.
I did not ask for that. And I was like,
I think he's pooping or trying to.
Maybe this is a lot
for him.
Easy, baby. Okay, sit back.
Correct. Good. Now, when that happens, you need to take your hip back and down, and when he pulls, he should be pulling you into the saddle, not over the saddle. Atta girl. Good. That's nice. Now, let go, or he's going to stop. Let go. That's it. Better. Now let go with the right rein. Good. There's much more collected and under. Legs forward and breathe out. Move your seat if you want him to advance without pulling. Good job. Now half hold back and with your shoulder, not your hand. Now let go again. You did it already. Now your seat moves. So you regulate, you create the energy with your leg, but regulate the energy with your seat. That's better. Let go. Hands forward. Atta girl. Ah. Okay, would you walk and pat him there?
Good boy.
Now there he had some self-carriage. Because you allowed it.
Okay. And he was super light.
That's what self-carriage feels like.
I totally
Yeah.
let go with the rein.
Yeah.
I did not let go
with my
feet and
cadence.
Well, that is correct. That's why when you...
Maintain.
That is right. And that's why sometimes, I'm always telling people, when you go to pat your horse, don't lean forward and give up all your body space, because you're rewarding them, but you're also encouraging them to be better at self-carriage when you give the rein. But your body is what's supposed to be holding that shape.
Right.
So you don't let go of your seat position or your core or your open ribs or any of that, because ultimately that's what holds the horse in the self-carriage, is the rest of you.
Yeah,
I felt it 100% for that 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have to turn it into a
20-minute ride.
Well, the truth is that you never have self-carriage for 20 minutes. You're fixing it all the time, and you're asking for it over again, and you have to do it again. I mean, how many half halts do I make on a 20-meter circle? I don't know. 5? 6? Depends on the horse, but it's never done, right? You find this moment, you go back to it. You find another moment, you go back to it. But it's always, he's 1,200 pounds of moving muscles and bones, so you're always going to be checking in and rebalancing or resuppling or talking to the outside rein, whatever it is. That's the beauty of it. I think that's probably enough for him, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. I do believe so.
Okay. Yeah, so I saw a couple times after your canter, the left front was a little short, but then he would come back to being fine.
Okay.
Mostly when he was running a little bit.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope,
I feel like we're in a good place to move forward. For
Yeah.
sure.
So,
Got to work on keeping my balance up over my tailbone. Don't grip with my knees. And open up my hips better.
yeah. And then when you give the rein, your body will be able to hold him there. Now, like on a day like today when he's a little bargy, it would be dumb to do canter walk, because you already have physics that are against you.
Okay.
You wanna feel 3 or 4 strides of what you just felt in that smaller, more organized, more light canter, and then you can say littler walk. But if he's pulling on you and bargy,